extraordinary young lady. She's beautiful, she's intelligent. She has, for the most part, been able to corral a lot of Ethan's inner mensch that we always knew existed. We weren't quite sure just where to find it. She's also been a great world traveler with us. She went to Mexico with us, and we won't soon forget our trip to Israel, even though she was detained at Newark International. Did you ever tell your parents this? They know. They know. This is my daughter. It's going to be my daughter-in-law. You believe this? For smuggling a piece of fruit in from Tel Aviv. And I thought we were going to need a lawyer. And I wanted to call Bruce. And she said, what does he know? He is a tax lawyer. But in joining our family, she has taken a bit of a risk. And that is she has to be part of Ethan's somewhat pathologic optimism for his hometown sports teams. A kind of insane devotion that he has shared with me since the time he was a little boy. It's a curse. It's an affliction that we are not going to recover from soon. And watching Rebecca and Ethan at Eagles games and at the World Series games, I would say she's beginning to weather that storm very well. But Ethan, Becca, there are two major obligations that a groom and his family are responsible for at a wedding. The first is that the groom's family should have little or nothing to say. So I'll make you a promise. I'll try to keep these remarks short if you try to keep your marriage long. Okay. The second is that the groom is responsible for delivering what is called the chassan's tish. Loosely translated is the groom's teaching lesson, where he draws on his background of study of Torah and of Talmud, and he gives a lesson to his entire community, to his family, to his friends, to impress his in-laws, to show his wife, his future wife, that he is a biblical scholar and that he will be a good teacher for their children. So Ethan, words of Torah and words of Talmud. Now would be a good time. Anything at all that comes out, anything. And you know, he's being very modest, because really, Cindy and I are the only ones who have been privy to his Hebrew school report cards. So he wisely asked me to deliver. He actually asked me to do two things. The first was to deliver this little lesson, and the second was to be his best man. And when he asked me to be his best man, it was a moment of great emotion for me, something that I will cherish forever. Love you, man. Yeah. And I plan on being there tomorrow. Yeah. But this is a lesson, this is a snapshot, the story of Solomon, and this is really only 2 minutes long. Before he became king of Israel, he is seated at his Friday evening dinner table, and he is watching his mother, the beautiful Bathsheba, as she's scurrying around the palace, getting things ready for the Sabbath. And he is in such awe of this woman that he actually sits down and he writes a poem. And in the poem, he asks, where in the world would I be able to find a woman like this? She's worth more to my father, the great King David, than all of the wealth in the kingdom. Many women live in this kingdom and do wonderful things, but this one exceeds them all. Becca and Ethan, you know this poem because you have heard me say it to Mommy every Friday night before we sit down for dinner. These are the eloquent and beautiful words of the Eshet Chayil prayer. And in it, a Jewish husband recognizes and thanks his wife for all of the wonderful things that she has done for him. But more than that, is observing the eyes of his children as they see their father show great love and great respect for their mother. And there is nothing more important. So that's my advice. Tish, you've gotten a lot of advice this weekend. You're going to get some advice tomorrow from your highly esteemed Rabbi Maltzman as you stand under a magnificent chuppah that Mommy made for you. But take this to the bank. Bless Rebecca every Friday night. Because, you know what? Who knows? In 36 years, this could be you. You could be standing up here toasting your kids at their wedding. And you will be a lot older. You will definitely be grayer. But hopefully you will have that same love and passion in your hearts and in your soul that we all see in you tonight. And that's our wish. And that's why we say Shehechianu. Because that's the prayer where we thank God for allowing us to all get to this occasion in good health and in happiness, and to watch you create your own memories. Memories that will take you from Lower Goose Pond to Lake Watauga. Memories that will take you from Scarsdale to Villanova. And memories that will take you to your roots, to family members who didn't live to see this occasion, but whose fabric of life you will be standing under tomorrow when you are blessed as husband and wife. Becca, I know your grandparents would have loved to see you walk down tomorrow. And Ethan, Zadie would have been very proud of the young man you turned out to be. Robert Browning once wrote, "Grow old along with me. The best is yet to be." May God bless you both. And let's all grow old together as we finally get these kids married already. What do you think? It's enough already. How long does this have to go? We love you all.